There are a small number of ships in Star Citizen which are unsung heroes, and the Origin Jumpworks 85X is one such ship. It's not big, it's not powerful, but it can be very useful, and critically, doesn't carry a huge price tag in the game, at least not in patch 323. So, for many players, it could be a wise purchase. I'm Forrester, and this video will review the currently flyable Origin Jumpworks 85X, which is described on the Star Citizen website as a touring ship. If you've seen other reviews on this channel, then you probably know what to expect, with this video following the usual format. It's split into 5 sections, starting with a ship tour, assessing combat performance, reviewing handling and visibility, looking at the operating costs before finally summarising. As always, I've included timestamps in the video description in case you want to skip ahead. And if you're one of the many people watching who isn't yet subscribed to the channel, you might consider it, so you can be notified of future Star Citizen videos as they go live. And we'll start the tour of the 85X by approaching from the left or port side. There isn't a lot to see for this ship. It is a fairly small runabout, with most of the attention drawn to the glass canopy at the front. That canopy holds the 2 seats for the 2 passengers. On the right or starboard side, seen here, is the co-pilot seat. This is more for a passenger. Switching around to the left or port side is the pilot's chair, but there's also access to the onboard inventory of the ship. Once the lid is up, dropping the ladder down and climbing up into the 85X is a simple affair. Inside, the cockpit is a beautiful space, as you might expect from an Origin ship. The 85X comes armed with 4 size 1 weapons, 2 on gimbals beneath the wings and 2 on a remote turret underneath the ship. By default, all 4 weapons are Bulldog repeaters. And that's all you get. No missiles, no large weapons. Those 4 Bulldogs can pose a threat to some smaller targets, particularly because the 85X is quite fast in the turn, but against better shielded or higher hit point enemies, you'll find yourself chipping away for a long time before making a dent. Defensively, the 85X carries a single size 1 shield generator, so obviously, staying around for long enough to get shot is not a wise move. Thankfully, the ship is fast enough to be able to escape most potential threats, and so can pick and choose which engagements to involve itself in. As might be obvious from a quick glance at the 85X, the beautiful glass canopy offers excellent visibility all around, to the front, above and to the sides, even to some extent behind the ship as it's such a small craft. That fits the aesthetic of a luxury touring ship and is useful in all manner of piloting scenarios. In terms of handling, it seems most fitting to describe the 85X as a Star Citizen equivalent of a touring car. It has lots of power, is fairly nimble, but easier to push the limits on than a dedicated racer like an M50. That means that pulling hard maneuvers can result in blackout or redout, and it also means that at the highest speeds during atmospheric flight, the nose might want to pull back to the direction of travel rather than where you want to point it. The SCM limiter for the 85X defaults to 230 meters per second, which can be pushed up to 550 meters per second with boost. But at those speeds, handling can be hard work, especially down low or amongst obstacles, and so for the more laid-back pilot, sometimes slower speeds may be more comfortable. Even at lower speeds though, the 85X is fun to fly. In a straight line, unencumbered by the constraints of atmosphere, the 85X will travel up to 1,250 meters per second, which makes it very fast at covering even longer distances. Add to that the quick military-grade quantum drive which comes as stock, and the 85X is an excellent ship for traversing the verse. The range isn't unlimited, but generally covers the distance between planets, so can quickly get from A to B. And that's a key strength of this ship, which we'll explore in more detail during the summary. The 85X is dirt cheap to run. Refueling a completely empty tank is less than 100 credits, and in the unlikely event that you've sustained heavy damage, repair costs are also not in the extreme either. It's not the easiest of ships to make money with, but it's possible, through perhaps low-end combat contracts, or perhaps even undertaking passenger transportation beacons in speed and style. But the real value that the 85X brings to the table is in saving you time. The short amount of time it takes to cross the verse means that the 85X can get you back to your real money-making ships wherever they may be and cut down on reclaim timers and expedition costs. So the real strength of the 85X is the ability to spawn it almost anywhere very quickly. In patch 3.23, the 85X can be spawned at any major ship terminal as well as the smaller terminals, and the timer to reclaim the ship is only 1 minute, even less with a cheap instance expedite. That means that you can be flying around in your 85X in no time at all and heading to wherever you need to go. That's valuable because it means wherever your major ship is, you can travel to it often far more quickly than you could reclaim it, and with no cost. That value goes up the larger the ship. For this reason, it's probably not necessary to change any components on the 85X, as it's already most useful in stock form. That utility is further expanded by the small form factor of the ship, able to fit into all manner of ship hangars, whether that's the 890 Jump or a Hercules. And by having an additional seat, it's also great for ferrying a friend around in style. That style is notable, with the 85X having a sleek, luxurious shell and premium detailing inside, such as wood panelling. Arguably the model is a little dated compared to some of the modern stylings, but still looks great, especially for travelling the verse and reflecting beautiful surroundings. Coming at a price of 575,000 Alpha UEC, or $50 out of game, the 85X makes the most sense as an in-game purchase for those with much larger ships to benefit from the quick timer and the long-range quick travel. Naturally, it works well as a touring ship for those who want to see the sights, and also couples well with larger ships with hangars as a runabout. For those looking to experience more of the 85X, the rental from New Babbage can be a good place to decide whether to drop that 500,000 credits. But for this pilot, the value of the 85X in having a fast ship to get you where you need to be is a great time saver and well worth the Alpha UEC cost. But do you agree? What do you think of the 85X? I'll be interested to read your opinion in the video comments. If you enjoyed this video, you might press the like button to help me understand what videos to make more of in future, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, you might like to do that too, so that YouTube knows to show you more videos like this in future. But otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.